just JK.
So we have some of the Walnut Park Band students here. They've got some questions.
Hi, my name is Ricardo Flores.
Ricky!
Crash cymbals and bells. And my question for you is, what are the pros and cons of growing up in a musical family?
I think that is a good question. I think the pros is growing up in a musical family, because if that's what I wanted to do, I got a lot of like great teachers around me, and I got to learn from my dad and my sister and like all of my other siblings play guitar and whatever, and like Brazen, my brother plays every instrument, so like I kind of get to learn from them. But I think like the cons was not growing up, like going to a school like this and going and being able to go to school with my friends every day. Because, that's one thing that I wish I had, because I was homeschooled my entire life. So I think I felt like I kind of like missed out on some things, where other people feel like they miss out on what I was going through. I was missing out on what you guys go through every day. I think that was like the con growing up for me.
What's your name? My name is Krista.
In school, and how did you solve it?
When I was in school, I was homeschooled most of my life, but for the time I was in school, I would get picked on, no one really wanted to hang out with me. My only friend at school was my brother. Aww. And then when my brother graduated is whenever I went, because I couldn't be by myself. Because I didn't really know how to like deal with it, because I didn't know how to like speak up and say what I needed to say, or I didn't know how to stick up for myself, or anything like that. So I was just kind of more like stick to myself. I had 2 friends maybe at school, and my brother would just come and kind of like suffer 2 of them. So it was hard. I think people that are going through that, they just kind of need to speak up and like, go to a teacher or let them know. And I know a lot of kids are like, well, I don't want to go and like tell, but you should, because, if I was in a bigger school, it could have been a lot worse, or if my brother wasn't there, it could have been a lot worse. But that's the thing. There should be no bullying, because we should just all love each other and be friends with each other. So you have so many friends, so none of you guys better be bullying my dude right here.
Always plug.
Who are some of your heroes and how do they inspire you?
I'd say my dad is one of my heroes. He's definitely my hero, because he's taught me so much, not only like as a musician, but like as a person. He's just really taught me, I don't know, like he growing up, he always really was a people person. He always really cared about people and like wanting to put others in front of himself, and like that's something I kind of admire about him, is that he always put everyone else in front of him, and it wasn't about making him happy in that moment, it was always about making everyone else happy first. So he's definitely like my hero for that, because growing up he always just wanted to make sure I was happy and my other siblings were happy. So my dad's definitely my hero.
And I play trumpet. And my question to you is, what challenges did you have, and do you have in the music industry?
Yo, if that was me, I would have been going crazy with my life. I know it.
The challenges I had, I think the challenge I had was kind of being comfortable enough to go into like a studio and like, I can play like basic, little chords, but I'm not insanely great at piano, and I wish I could be able to do that. But I think the challenge was getting over my fear and like getting comfortable with myself as a performer and as a writer.
Yeah, and I was even saying with these young musicians here, getting up in front of 1,000 of their peers and speaking out is something that is so awesome, and so I think, super proud of you guys.
So get it up for them for coming up here, because it is terrifying.
We have one final question.
Hi, my name is Ren. I play clarinet, and my question is for you. What song are you most proud of?
I would say Make Me Cry, just because it was my first single, and
Alondra.
Thank you. It just kind of like happening right now. It's kind of, I didn't expect it, So I think Make Me Cry I'm most proud of, right now at least, just because it just did so much in such little time. But, you know, yeah, I would say Make Me. Thank you!
There are 2 sheets back here covering up some very exciting things. Let's have our students go right back and know if you can give them a hand.
No one's helping our students.
What I need everyone to
Noah.
do is count down from 10 with me.
Chill. 6, 5, 2, 1. Look at Ricky.
Your instrument. Come on up.
Noah, no! I signed up to get a flute.